Oh, greetings, hobby traveler. I finished a miniature. Wanna see it? No? Okay, bye. Just kidding, I'm going to show you anyway. It's been a while, but I wanted to show you my latest project in a video. This is Ferdinand von Schill, a metal miniature I purchased at the Taktika convention in Germany, which is an exclusive model for the convention. Ferdinand has been a German officer who fell in the year 1809 in the German city of Stralsund while leading a battle against Napoleon. And this mini depicts his final battle. As a historic miniature, this has been a first time for me, and I used this as a way to try out a few things. So the mini actually came on a like a really small metal base, and I felt like I wanted to elevate it a bit, so I put it on a big piece of cork to have a big scenic surrounding. Second thing, what I wanted to do is I wanted to move in to make a more artsy, a bit rough style, but also work with bold colors. So this is what you're seeing me doing here with the horse and the fur, where I'm scratching the highlights in and the different colors. But you can also see that I worked with a lot of warm tones, but also a very strong red and blue in there. To be fair, I didn't really care to be historically accurate, so I think the colors I choose are not really correct, but I kind of went with the rule of cool. For my inspiration, I took a look at historic oil paintings of the period. And what you can see here is exactly these strong red and blue tones, while the rest is warm but still a bit more muted. And I was trying to capture exactly this feeling in my miniature. This also meant I'm pretty much mixing colors with different tones. And for example, here in the pants, I was mixing in lots of yellow ice yellow type of tones to get my highlight colors, so it gives it a bit more of warmth, while I'm tending to move towards purple in the shadows and recesses, so that gives it a more round feeling here. This has been additionally topped with non-metallic metal steel, where I wanted to get a little bit of blue in, but also a high contrast and a scratchy rough surface. I'm not 100% happy with the sword, with the saber, because in the end I feel like it's still a bit too rough. I'm not. It wasn't round. I don't like it, to be honest, but um, overall, when you look at the miniature as a whole, it kind of makes sense and it kind of looks still very good. So I'll leave it with that. Here you can see me again using these scratches for my highlights, which gives everything a worn texture. Works pretty well on all kinds of clothes and leather and so on. And here is the finished piece in all its glory. So as I said, I'm pretty happy in the end with how it turned out. I think I learned a bit more about how to use colors and combine them. You can also see that on the base I kind of went with a little transition, that I had a brownish tone in the middle, which goes more into gray. I wanted to first to have it really even a bit darker, but in the end it turned out a bit lighter when I added the dry brushing highlights, so I kind of kept with it, but it gives everything an additional spotlight feel to it, which I kind of like on the miniature. On the base I also added a few tufts, which later on I painted a bit over with purple wash, so they get a bit more of a shadow tone, and I added some red pigments to give everything, to tie everything together, which worked pretty well in establishing the scene. So this is what you can see here. I'm also going to zoom in a bit into the base so you can see it a bit better. Here you can see the different textures, but also the color transition. And yeah, as I said, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And only thing left to say is thank you for watching, and if you're interested in more of these presentations of the stuff I'm doing, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'm really happy. Thank you.